dying to know where you came from. We're breaking open. Feel like our future's just begun. And all I know is that we lost time. If we stay right here, we could free ourselves inside. We'll stay awake forever. We'll hide away where no one knows. Let's run away together. Just lead me into your world. We'll stay awake forever. We'll hide away where no one knows. Let's run away together on our own. Just lead me into your world. Waiting for no one. We're headed straight up for the sun. They'll never notice. We'll take these cities on our own. And all I know is that we lost time. If we stay right here, we could free ourselves inside. We'll stay awake forever. We'll hide away where no one knows. Let's run away together. Just lead me into your world. We'll stay awake forever. We'll hide away where no one knows. Let's run away together on our own. Just lead me into your world. Breathing underwater. Can't let you go now. Making it so hard. You got to know now. Ooh, taking it too far. Nothing to hold now. I'm falling apart. Out in the cold now. Breathing underwater. Breathing underwater now. I can't let go. Underwater. You have habits just like me. Talk too much with strangers. Get way too serious around family. And I don't have any wishes, but when I kiss you, our lips fit well. And I don't have expectations, but when I daydream, I fall asleep. And our hands melt. It started out as teasing, but I had deeper meaning when I touched your chest. Now I don't know how to lie, but if I did, There's no one here but you and I. This neon town is yours and mine. Nothing. Hey, Carissa, stayed up through the dead of night, making me watch the world collide. Hey, Carissa, sunlight, freedom in your eyes.
afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm McMaster. Alongside me is Greyhounds, and we have some good old MCS action coming your way today, courtesy of the Premier Division. We're going to be leading things off here shortly, but again, I'm McMaster. Alongside me is Greyhounds. We have the Bemidji Lumberjacks and the Green Bay Knights, the top-seeded Green Bay Knights, coming off of a major victory as well. It looked fantastic thus far. Greyhounds, you got expectations for them coming into this series?
I mean, just looking straight off the teams, I think Lumberjacks would win, but I mean, looking at standings, Green Bay Knights are the #1 team by a total of 9 points, which is, I'll say, a pretty big league. I think this will still be, lead, sorry. I think this will still be a good series. I think it'll go, what is it, best of 7, right? Best of 5. I think it'll go all the way to 5, honestly.
I'd certainly love to see it, and I'm certain the viewers would as well. And if we look at the rosters of the two teams on the Bemidji Lumberjacks, you got Trickster, and Swish. I mean, you had said it already that it's a stacked roster. We already know them. And then the Green Bay Knights of Trash, Crimsix, and Stu. Not only has Green Bay started off with 3 straight wins, but again, they won the major. They took that down in style. And Bemidji, it's odd. They placed very well in the major, getting themselves a top 4 spot. But yet, when it comes to regular season, have not shown up quite as well. So I'm hoping they can turn some of that success that they saw during the major into success here during the regular season, especially up against a test as strong as Green Bay. But that is for the players to decide. I hope it goes the distance. If I were to have money on anyone, at least right now, it looks like Green Bay, again, won the major, 3-0 to start, +7 is their game differential. Everything right now, at least on paper, looks that way for me. Do you think otherwise with the Lumberjacks?
Honestly, I do. I think Lumberjacks are going to take this, of course, in 5. I don't think it's going to go any lower than that. There's no way it's going to end after game 4. I hope that they fix something after this past major, but I think Lumberjacks are going to take it in 5.
And maybe the major was just what they needed. You know, maybe they needed a little bit of momentum behind themselves to remind themselves of the level that they can achieve when they're playing at their peak, but they're going to require every single bit of their peak that they can possibly scavenge here, because again, they are facing the tests of the Premier Division. As you had mentioned, you know, being 9 points clear of everybody in the standings is an outrageous number. That wasn't only due to the major, that's also due to the fact that, again, they have yet to drop a series in the regular season. So all we're doing right now is waiting on the players to jump onto join up in the lobby. We already have Green Bay. We're just waiting on Bemidji, and then once they're in, we'll get things fired up. Should be a great series, and obviously there's even more to come after this. This is a great way of setting the tone for the day.
Oh, definitely. We got 2 more after this, and this is just the perfect start.
Yeah, absolutely it is. And if we look at the rest of the schedule coming up for today at 3:45, we have ourselves another good matchup in Brainerd and Duluth. And then afterwards at 4:15, Burnsville and Omaha. We're loaded throughout the course of the day, as is the Premier Division, as to be expected. That Brainerd Duluth matchup is an interesting one. Duluth got second in the major, and I'm certain that they would love to build some momentum off of that as well, try to chase down the coattails of the Green Bay Knights. And then when it comes to Burnsville and Omaha, those two are sitting relatively close in the standings. Again, Burnsville looking good. They're in 4th right now. They had the top 4 finish as well in the major alongside Bemidji, 2-1 in the regular season. Hopefully these matchups are closer than what it currently says in the standings. I believe that they will be, and hopefully we can have ourselves some upsets. Could even see an upset as early as this first round.
I mean, yeah, but I think either way, I don't think any of these teams are bad, right? I mean, you have the first team and you have the 5th team. Honestly, I don't think either would be an upset.
It's an interesting thing. I'm looking at the standings. You know, the Knights are pretty clear cut. When it comes to Bemidji, again, they are 0-3 in these regular season games, but got top 4 in the major. Similarly, the Brainerd Victory, in 7th place right now in the standings. They got all of their points from the major too. They are also 0-3. So teams showing up in the major is a good thing to tack on those points if you're not able to get those wins during the regular season. So maybe Brainerd and Bemidji could end up getting themselves some victories here today. Unfortunately, they're both going up against quite literally the 1st and 2nd place teams respectively. But at any given point in time, anyone can win. That is simply how MCS is. It's always unpredictable. So it seems.
Yeah, it looks like with Bemidji and for Victory, it looks like they got their stuff back together for the major. Maybe they can just keep that momentum up for this week and the weeks to come.
they're going to have to get something going. Again, Bemidji are just sitting right now in 5th. I'm certain they would love to climb up the ranks, and a win here against the Green Bay Knights would not only shock Green Bay, but it would shock the entirety of this Premier Division, knocking off the #1 seed. And then later on, if the Victory were able to take down Duluth, that would also be a major upset. The second place team, both in the major and in standings currently, could be a very big win for the Victory as well. And then Buffalo up against Inferno later on. Again, the Inferno have a bunch of their points from a top 4 finish in the major. The Buffalo did not do well in the major, didn't claim any points from it. They are currently tied for last, and they're waiting to just get out a very necessary win. They're going to take down the Inferno. That'd be a great way towards getting themselves a little bit higher up in the standings.
Yeah.
Again, just currently waiting on players to join up. We have Stu, Crimzix, and Trash just currently waiting at... only thing we're waiting on right now is that of the Bemidji Lumberjacks. So as soon as they're here, we'll be able to hit the field. Just a matter of time. Again, that is Ha, Tricky, and Swish. A very young group, especially if we look at some of the average ages. I mean, we're looking at 16, 18, and 20 for the 3 players of the Premier Division. The funniest thing to me is if you look at the entirety of the Bemidji Lumberjacks across all divisions, that is their 2 youngest players on the Premier Division. Interesting to see how the game has developed, and honestly, sitting at 25 years old, I don't like being referred to as an unk, but I understand that is simply how Rocket League is at this moment. It's a very young game, and I love seeing young players making their way all the way to the top.
Yeah, it's like a polar opposite for the Green Bay. You got Trash at 26, and you got 20 and 23. It's the youngins against the youngs. I hate to say it, but that's just that's just the way it looks for this series.
And, you know what? I'll give a big thank you to Trash for allowing me to not be the oldest person on the field when this game ends up starting up. Again, it is the Green Bay Knights and the Bemidji Lumberjacks. Not sure if there's word on the whereabouts of the Bemidji Lumberjacks. We're currently waiting on them to join up. We have the Green Bay Knights waiting in tow. I'm unsure what the rules are regarding after a certain amount of time, if there is a game forfeit or if there's a series forfeit, whatever that may be. But hopefully the Lumberjacks are able to show up here shortly, and then once they show up digitally, they can also show up on the field physically, try to take down the Titans, that is, of the Premier Division in the Green Bay Knights. And I mean, it's going to be tough. I haven't been able to see these 2 teams play. I'm not sure what the styles of the teams are. All I know is that right now, Green Bay's on a heater, and frankly, it's going to take basically perfection to take them down.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's just pretty much sums it up, yeah.
Yeah, we'll find out. I'm not sure if there's any way to get word on where we're at. But again, Stu, Crimzix, and Trash are all here and waiting. Much appreciated production. We are waiting on Bemidji as they are in an overtime warm-up game. So, honestly, they should just concede, lose it, and then move on. No, I'm kidding. They obviously do your best to try to get a win. Who knows if they can win in overtime? Maybe they'll get themselves a little bit of mental momentum, if you will, going into this first series. But it should be a fun one. Again, set for a best of 5. Excited to see how this one plays out as soon as that overtime, is over. But knowing our luck, it might just be one of those, Vitality Rule 1 overtimes that goes for 12 minutes, and then we're just sat camping out, waiting on them for who knows how long.
Yeah, forfeits usually start 10 minutes after game start, and then every 5 minutes after is 1 game. So
that could be interesting. All right, yeah, there's the word on it. 10 minutes would be a game 1 forfeit loss. As it currently states, they have less than a minute to get themselves in here, and then at 20 minutes, that is the series gone. Obviously, that would be a less than ideal circumstance, but frankly, if it happens, it happens. And there is Tricky, there is Swish, and I'm guessing that Ha's going to be following right behind them. Almost. We got 2 of the 3 players. So, all right, there's Ha. We're going to be good to go. Thank goodness. No game 1 forfeits. None of that. We're finally ready to hit the field, and I hope you're all ready for some incredible Premier Division action here in the MCS. Again, I'm McMaster. That is Greyhounds. Let's hit the field and get things started off for game number 1.
All right, let's see. Can Trash take it here on the kickoff? Against Boo. No, it's straight down the middle. Stu with the 50. He's going to go back. Free ball for Trick. Going to see if he could take this up. Play it slow. Perfect 50 for Krem.
And now switch now into the corner. Limited boost. Gets bumped off the ball. A little bit harder on the second time is Stu. Infield pass. Going to be kicked all the way downfield. Trickster on the attempted follow. It bounces up from the corner to the backboard, but Stu plays the 50 in his favor. Swish now the follow to the backboard. Crimzix. One touch. Limited, actually has a bit of boost in the tank. Hado's giving him no space to use it. Swish on the immediate turn up against Stu. Shot just off the post. Crimzix being rushed by Ha. Kicked out again. Another shot this time. Trickster. It's a pass towards Ha. Boo. And it is turned out wide. Early pressure being brought to us by the Lumberjacks.
Yeah, looks like Boo's going to take this slow. Can he get one reset? He's going to slow it. One pop. Can he get the second? He's going to get the 50 past Crim. It's like Tricky's going to try and force the Stu with the shot. Swish with the catch. Straight to Boo with the miss. And Swish is bumping his own teammate. Can they recover? It's a perfect ball for Boo. He's going to take it up. He's going to 50. Lose the 50. Trick's going to take it off back wall. Should be a free shot for Trash. He leaves it for Crim. Should be a free ball. He's going to try and play it mid. He's all alone, though. His entire team just left him. Who's in a 1v1? Now he's in a 1v2. Can he find it mid? Yes, he can. Swish is going to take this. Can he shoot it? He's going to play it slow. And he's going to find it 1-0 after a minute and a half.
That was a beautiful flick coming through from Swish. Great pass from Ha Boo from the ceiling. Just turns on it, gets the extra pop around Crimzix and over the head of Trash. Solid first goal coming through from the underdog. So I guess underdogs only in the eyes of some and not in your eyes, Greyhounds. You were talking about the quality of this team on paper to start things out. Stu might have an answer, but Ha Boo is able to get back in time. No second touch off the sidewall. Infield pass going to be intercepted by Crimzix. Trickster, one touch off the sidewall, taking his time. No more boost. Will simply pop it up and allow his team to recover, grab boost, and prepare for the offense being brought back down by Green Bay.
Yeah, the Lumberjacks are just being completely starved here. Every time you look at it, Green Bay's got 100 boost, and Lumberjacks have just nothing. Boo's going to lose that 50. Tricky's going to try and take it up. Past Crim. It's a free ball. Can Swish find it? Yes, he can, and that's a 2-0 lead with 3 minutes left on the clock.
How about this? The Bemidji Lumberjacks come into play today. I guess that overtime must have gone in their favor because they look like they are flowing, especially offensively. Swish finding the top left corner right away. As you had said, 2 goals now the lead. Only 2 minutes into this game. Green Bay yet to find themselves some momentum, and Swish is even going to look to make it a third. But that touch escapes from him. Crimzix, one touch off the backboard. Turning on it is Trickster. Trash playing control. Can't pop over the top of Trickster. Searching for a bump on the backboard. Can't reach Stu. The 50's one in front of the net, but Trash will clean up the mess. Swish still maintaining the possession, and the pressure right now coming through from the Lumberjacks is palpable. But let's see if there's an answer from Green Bay. It's going to drop down straight in front. Swish will clear it.
Yeah, looks like a good clear. Tricky's going to take this. The bump by Switch. He's got ones. 1v1 flick. Oh, he couldn't get past him. Should be a free ball for Boo. He's going to leave it. Try and pass back. Tricky's going to pop for Swish. Once again, everybody on the Lumberjacks is low on boost. Trashy's going to clear it. Crim looking for the demo. Can't quite find it. This should be a shot here. Maybe not. They're going to try and slow it down.
He's going to try to pick up the pace a little bit into the corner. Swish. No more touches after that. Crimzix looking to go a little bit solo here on the reset. The ball escapes his grasp, however. Still will turn to collect that midfield boost. And turn back in for the pass. It's just one shot taken from Trash and routine save from Ha. Now Crimzix up high. Can't get Swish in time. Swish was up with plenty of pace, and now Stu on the turn. Green Bay, the Knights are finally settling into their offensive roles. The problem is they haven't been able to convert that 0 on the scoreboard into a 1 yet, and they'll have to do it a second time after the fact just to get themselves back in this game. Now, up from Crimzix to the sidewall. Ha, met by Trash, into the corner. Another pass, Crimzix, Stu, shot, just off wide. Golden opportunity from the Knights. They still can't quite break through. Trash, one more. Crimzix is bumped out of position. I don't know how the Knights did not score on that possession.
Yeah, it looks like the Knights are trying to find these passing plays, but they can't quite get it past the Lumberjacks defense. Swish is going to take the shot. Crimzix with the save. It was a double commit. Can the Lumberjacks capitalize? That's one gone. Tricky's gone. Let's see, can Stu find it? Swish is going to get the clear. Can't get it past Trash. Now it looks like the Knights are on 0 boost. Tricky's going to get the easy save. Should be a free ball for Swish. He's going to take it up. Should be good time here. Stu's going to try and find this 50. This looks like a good opportunity since everybody on the Lumberjacks defense is 0. Trash is going to take it up. Free ball for Swish. He's going to take it across. He's just going to play time.
The time is now becoming actually a big issue for Green Bay. There's only 30 seconds left on the clock. They haven't been able to get a shot through the defense just yet. Trickster with one towards the ceiling is a big time-wasting touch and a great 50 to get the ball even further. To the backboard it goes. Crimsix being pressured, demoed off the field. Swish trying to center it out, but at this point, it's not even going to matter if his team scores. They're up 2 with only 10 seconds left. All they have to do is waste the time off the clock. Swish, one more to the backboard. The seconds are going to tick on down as Trickster looks for one more. He won't find it, but it will not matter. The Bemidji Lumberjacks come into game 1 hot. The offense looked very strong. The defense equally as strong in what was a perfect effort out of the Lumberjacks to kick off the series.
I mean, the defense on the Lumberjacks still looked good, but there were still a lot of mistakes. There were double commits. There was one where Boo hit the post, and I mean, it should have been free opportunities for the Green Bay Knights, but I mean, they just couldn't capitalize. You see Stu with the 100 points. It looks like he might have to step it up. Switch with the 500, just absolutely dominating this lobby. Let's see if he can keep that up again and go into this next game.
He did fantastic, scoring both goals and was assisted by both teammates as well. Trickster and Ha able to have an assist as well as 2 saves to each of their names respectively. And you know what? Yeah, you're correct. Bemidji had some moments there on defense where you could say, you got to tighten things up. But at the same time, Green Bay didn't punish them, which, you know, coming off of a major victory, having not dropped a series yet, is an odd thing to witness. I don't expect it to continue that way, but if it does, they're in serious trouble because we saw, at least offensively, Bemidji weren't double committing on offense. The pressure was there, and it kept mounting as well, and that was one of the big things. The pressure, instead of just, you know, being a pressure point in one focal area, it was gradual. The defense was constricted until it was frankly boostless and or out of position, and that's where Bemidji were able to take control offensively. If they can eliminate those defensive double commits, you could honestly see another shutout performance.
Yeah, let's see. Can Crimsix take the 50? Yes, he can. He's going to give it straight to Trash. Looks like the Lumberjacks are once again on 0 boost. It's going mid for the Green Bay Knights. Can they find it? No, they can't. Boo's going to take this up. He's going to flip past Crimsic. A perfect pass to Tricky. He isn't able to find the goal, but it should still be a good opportunity. Stu with the throwaway. He's going to get the pop reset. Straight to Boo. There's a bump. Can the Knights find it? Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, that was rough. Crimsix was just never expecting that bump. I saw him wanting to turn it on that play, but also didn't want to overcommit and leave his team out of position. I respect the concerned play and the conservative play to start things out. But again, it is 0-0, at least on this game. It is 1-0 in the series in favor of the Bemidji Lumberjacks. A Swish will be pressured by Crimsix to the sidewall. Stu as well challenging that 50 hard off the ceiling. Trickster on the follow. Trash will make another turn on the ball. Green Bay's offense looking a lot more flowy right now, but Haas just able to intercept that midfield pass. The shot sails high above the crossbar. Very quick opportunity in favor of the Lumberjacks, but they were not able to capitalize. You thought for sure that that one might go for them. It was a great interception by Ha, as he's able to have another block out in front. Shot from Trickster on target. Stu, however, has the goal line clearance.
Yeah, Swish is going to take this up. Can he find it mid? He can, but none of his teammates are there. They're all once again starved. Boo is able to get that mid boost. He's going to try and find that 50. Crims is going to pop it straight to Trick. Can he get it past Trash? Yes, he can. That's going to be a shot on net. Can Stu get back? Yes, he can. It's a good save by the Green Bay Knights.
Now here comes Holland once again up towards the ceiling. Trickster from the backboard looking for a drop down pass, but him and Swish are not able to link up positionally. Once again infield, Han trying to find Trickster. Stu on the breakup. Trash carry now over the top of Swish. Swish ends up leaving it for Ha, and now we're seeing some good communication coming through defensively from the Lumberjacks, eliminating those double commits, but still finding those interceptions. Crimsix up top, and that clear could be crucial. Stu has an opportunity one-on-one against Swish on the pop. It's an infield pass, and Trash will make sure that it is put away. The Green Bay Knights find their first goal of the series.
I mean, this was good play by Stu trying to buy that time. He gets the flick, but I mean, the Lumberjacks, they had a double commit there. That was just a free net for the Knights, and they took it.
It was a great job, and that's what we expect a little bit more from them. Clinical in that, well, what was a 2v2 situation was temporarily 1v1 as well. Regardless, the low man situation that did play out in favor of the Knights, and that's the you know, the kind of stuff that we expect from them as Stu is able to find the double tap pass. However, it is broken up by the defense before it finds any shooter. Trickster back in field has Hans and looks to take it solo. Stu's able to take it away. I thought for sure that was a passing effort coming through from Trickster. He likes to go on his own. Now it's Stu with the reset shot towards net. Haas saves up high. Crimsix not going to give up on the play. A reset of his own to the backboard. Shot. Trash. Turned out wide again.
Looks like Swish is going to take this up. Stu's going to beat. He's got a shot. Trick is able to buy time. Let's see. Can he get past one? Yes, he can. Past one. Looks like Trash is up quick. This might be a shot for Crimsix. Can the Knights go up 2-0? Not just yet. Trash with the shot. Swish to the last second save. Can anyone get back? It's going to be on, and that's a goal. That's 2-0. 2 minutes left for the Green Bay Knights.
And this is a complete turnaround from what we saw in the last game. Instead of being 2-0 for the Lumberjacks, 2-0 for the on-paper favorites, the Knights, as Stu this time is the one walking away with that shot on target. 2 minutes left in the game. The Lumberjacks really haven't found many quality opportunities offensively other than a couple of solid interceptions into quick shots. I'd love to see them, sustain a little bit more offense, similar to what we saw last game as opposed to these quick pop opportunities. Possession was a really big thing in terms of what they were successful with. This could be a good opportunity, but Trash is able to break it up in time. Trickster back in field. Crimsix on rotation is there. Another shot. It's just a misflip on the side of the Green Bay Knights. It looks like a guaranteed save. Instead, the Lumberjacks will walk away with a goal.
I mean, yeah, this just looked pretty unlucky. Just that one misplay. Crimsix took too much speed on that first jump, and then he just flipped right past it. Let's see. Can the Lumberjacks keep this up and try and find this tie here?
They have plenty of time to do it. Scoring that early opens up a lot of windows of opportunity. They just have to capitalize on one in order to find themselves a tied ball game. Trash is able to collect that corner boost as well, trying to break out, but Haas just getting in the way. Trash on the turn, has nothing as it's Trickster once again into the corner. Stu up top, dropped down from the ceiling. He's got no more boost, unbeknownst to the Lumberjacks. Boo up top, Trash intercepts on the turn. Swish the shot again! Gets the turn around the last defender. Tied ball game with 1:10 left.
I mean, that was quite the turnaround by the Lumberjacks. 50 seconds, they were able to find 2 goals. Still have the minute, just like you said. We'll see if they can find this third goal and get this second game win.
And that goal looked very similar to that of the passing play we saw in Game 1, where Swish decided to slow down the pace of play, cut back to the right-hand side, and this time, again, it works to perfection. Closing in on 60 seconds, it'll be Trickster on the turn. That's 2 players committed from the Knights. Trickster the turn, the shot, it's a 3-goal swing! The Lumberjacks are on top!
I mean, just another 13 seconds after that last kickoff, they were able to find it. I mean, this isn't looking good for the Knights. I don't think they're going to be able to come back here in this game. What do you think?
Well, it's an interesting one that we have in front of us because all momentum right now is in favor of the Lumberjacks, but anything can change. This has been all around a much better game out of the Green Bay Knights than what we saw in game number 1. The question is, can they start to link up? It all feels a little bit too individualistic. They got to work together. This is a team game as it is. So, 40 seconds left. They have to make something happen, but Trash is left all alone. And again, it's Swish, but Trash able to avoid the bump. Limited time on the clock. Trickster out in front. Swish leaving it. Stu up with Boo. A great 50 leaves a reset. Looking for the ground pinch perhaps, but cleared out wide. Only 20 seconds left. The Knights need something or they're facing triple match point.
Yeah, it looks like the Lumberjacks are going to try and buy some time here. Should be a free save for Boo. He plays it slow, finds that time. This is going to be straight mid for Trash. Can he find it? Gets it to Boo. It's going to be another double commit here by Boo and Swish. Gets it past 1. Should be a free ball here. They're just going to drop it. Let's see. Boo with the reset. He isn't able to get it, and that will be game 2. That's the Lumberjacks up 2-0 in this series. And I'll be honest, it's not going to look any different for this game 3.
That was a massive turnaround. I mean, Green Bay looked great. The Knights were looking strong. Up 2 with 2 minutes to go. Stu was finding Trash. Trash found Stu. They were solid offensively. And then the Lumberjacks just kicked into a totally different gear as the late stages of that game approached. Able to find themselves 3 goals on the spin, not even needing overtime, just taking in regulation. The Knights have got to be shell-shocked at this point.
I mean, yeah, like you look at it, Boo's got that 600 points. Stu's got that 700 points with the 5 saves. It looks like Stu's, kind of carrying this team so far. You got Crimsix with the 100 points. I mean, this is looking pretty one-sided for Green Bay. The only goals they're really getting is just, capitalizing on the Lumberjacks' mistakes. And I mean, if they want to win the series, they're gonna have to change that and find some really good passing plays and make them really clean shots.
I think you're right. I think you hit the nail on the head with this, especially noting you're right. A lot of those goals have been, or excuse me, both those goals have been because of some defensive calamity on the side of the Lumberjacks. They haven't really been organic opportunities created by Green Bay. They need to find something that is all their own, not because of a mistake that was made on the side of the Lumberjacks, but rather because of a successful opportunity that was created and capitalized upon. It's a good start into the corner as Stu finds an infield pass, but Crimsix is not willing to overcommit just yet. Green Bay has an opportunity here. A great passing play. Trickster's not going to find their way back, and that is the organic play we were looking for.
Yeah, that's exactly what we needed out of the Knights here. First pass, second pass, straight to Crimsix. Finds it bottom corner, and Tricky isn't quite able to get it as he goes for boost over ball. The one thing you should not be doing at this level of gameplay.
And it does not pay off for him in the slightest. However, obviously, Green Bay and us in the casting booth cannot get ahead of ourselves as we saw a major comeback last game, and there's more than enough time. That's going to be the first on the board for the Lumberjacks. An instant response from Ha Boo.
Yeah, that was just about 15 seconds. Switch with the perfect 50. Straight to Boo, and he finds it all the way left side. We'll see if they can keep this up, just like they did in game 2, and find a second goal here and just keep that lead.
You know, it's got to be irritating to be on the Green Bay Knights at this moment in time because you worked so hard to get the first couple goals that you got last game. You were in a great position to take down a game, even up the series, and instead, not only are the Lumberjacks not giving up, but they were able to complete a 3-goal comeback in regulation, and here now, you score first, and it's a mere 10 seconds, maybe 15 seconds later, where it's back at being tied again. The Green Bay Knights are being answered at every single turn. The Lumberjacks, all credit has to be given to them. They're playing an incredible series.
Yeah, it looks like another double commit. Looks like a couple more mistakes. Boo's going to take this up. Can he find the reset? He's going to take it up to the ceiling. Swish with the save. Can he buy time for the Lumberjacks? He gets a 50 straight to Tricky. Tricky's getting bumped. Gets it past one. This might be a good opportunity for... Well, now it looks like the Lumberjacks are getting it upfield. It's going to be a pass back to Boo. Can they find it? No. Trasher's going to get it up for the Knights. Stu's going to take up for a 50. Past one. Looks like a shot by Swish. Can Boo shoot it now? It's going to go top or bottom corner. It's going to get a double commit on Green Bay's part. Swish taking it up. See, can he get the reset? He's going to take the one touch. Pass another, and that's a shot on goal. It's going to be 2-1 with 3 minutes left in this game.
Swish going coast to coast, and this is nasty. Taking it all the way over the head of Crimsix. Neither Trasher or Stu expecting that. What a play coming through from Swish. He has been an offensive mastermind throughout the course of this entire series. He had multiple crucial goals in game 1, or excuse me, he had both of the goals in game 1. He has that one right now. He has been a star throughout the course of this series. Only 3 minutes left for Green Bay, and I say only 3 minutes. That is still a lot of time, but similarly, it just doesn't feel like enough time with the way the Lumberjacks are playing.
Yeah, I mean, if you look back at game 2, the Lumberjacks were able to get 3 goals in a span of 1 minute and just about 10 seconds. Still got those 3 minutes here. We'll see if Green Bay can find another. Crimsix with the 50. It's going to go straight to Tricky. This isn't looking good for Lumberjacks. Oh, wait, never mind. They all have 100 boost. Swish is going to find it past one. Crim's going to take it up. Can he get it past Swish? Swish with the miss. Boo's going to find the reset. Can he get a second touch? This might be a shot. Swish is going to shoot it over straight to Boo. Swish, can he get the redirect? No, he can't. And this is going to look like a good opportunity for the Green Bay Knights.
But look at all the pressure. There is so much pressure being applied right now by the Lumberjacks, and they will not let off the gas pedal. Trickster on the kick out. Stu intercepted temporarily. Boo back in field, and then it all circles back to Trickster, who puts it away to the left-hand side. Another multi-goal lead for the Lumberjacks.
Yeah, it looks like something must have happened in that last OT for the Lumberjacks. I mean, they're keeping up all the momentum now. Now they're up 3-1. Can they find another? Trick is going to leave it. It does look like the Green Bay Knights are panicking on their back line. Should be a free ball straight out mid. Almost in the net. That was top corner. Gonna go mid, straight to Crimsix. Can they find this goal? No, Boo's there to stop it.
I'll tell you what, it is a crazy performance on a few different levels, but namely, the fact that this isn't just an undefeated Green Bay Knights team. this is the major winners that the Lumberjacks are doing this against. The Lumberjacks are no slouches, obviously. They got themselves a top 4 spot in the first major. But again, they're facing the major champions right now, and they are just facing them. They are dominating them. It is 3-1 this game. It was 2-0 in game 1. A 2-goal comeback for a 3-2 score line during game 2. It looked like an opportunity there for the Knights to get something on the board, but again, time is ticking away. They just don't look as cohesive currently as the Lumberjacks do. This has been a complete team effort from Bemidji, and there's only 60 seconds left for the Knights to find an answer. They will have one here if Stu can put it away. He won't, but Crimsix will.
Yeah, I mean, anything can happen here. They just found this goal. Honestly, this wasn't a bad goal. You had Stu with the pop, straight to back wall. Crimsix with a perfect shot right underneath. I think that was Boo. Still have a minute left. I mean, if this is anything like what the Lumberjacks have been able to do, they'll find this next goal in this next minute.
Yeah, but right now the possession is going to fall right into the hands of Trickster, who searches for a bump onto Trash, will not find it. Swish, slowing it down, reset, not able to utilize it. On the clear all the way downfield, Haas just going to take a turn, has Boost to work with. Extra touch around Trash, and now it looks like the Green Bay Knights are trying to pick up the pace. However, they left Stu all alone on defense. Turn, infield, Trickster is there. Trash having to race back. Swish slows it down, gets the dunk. Swish is mind-gaming the Knights into oblivion.
Yeah, Swish had an absolutely beautiful fake here. He wanted to go for the quick cut. He got it late. Swish with the perfect dunk. Top corner, and that's going to be 4-2 for the Lumberjacks. And honestly, I don't think this is going to go any way for the Green Bay here. What do you think, McMaster?
Yeah, that might have just been the dagger. That was an unbelievable shot coming through from Swish. Again, he's looked like a star during this entire series. Why not make it another? Oh, because Crimsix is right there on the goal line. That might be an own goal. It sails towards the crossbar. Swish, another floater. It's just too much pressure. And right now, there is absolutely nothing the Green Bay Knights can do. Ha with another shot, but really, the offense of the Lumberjacks is their best defense. It's wasting time. There is no more time left. The seconds will trickle on down, and that is a 3-0 to the Lumberjacks unless a goal can be scored with 1 second left.
Look, you never know. I mean, as I say, for the content, you know, the Lumberjacks, honestly, I think they should just give them the goal. I mean, I want to go all the way to Game 5 in this series, because
I'm tempted to throw that in the chat. I'm tempted to throw OT in the chat and just see what happens. They all slow down the kickoff, which does allow it to pop into the air. Trash keeps it alive. It'll be Crimsix now into the corner. Swish trying to drop it down. Finds its way to the corner. Stu able to keep it alive, but it's falling away from the blue half. Trickster, 50. Stu with Boost. Haha, Boo able to take it to the corner. Can't find the double. Trash though found Boost. Can he keep it up on the dribble? He cannot. The touch just got away, and the sweep will be converted upon.
I mean, the attempt was almost there. They kept that up for, honestly, a lot longer than I thought it would. I thought it was just going to go straight down to the floor, and I mean, it didn't.
It got scary. It did. It definitely got a little bit tempting there. I certainly had a little bit of hope because, you know, I wanted it to go to 5, but man, your prediction was on point. You thought the Lumberjacks were the team today. They certainly were. They looked unreal. Specifically, I'm going to highlight Swish. That dude played an unbelievable series, especially on offense.
Yeah, Swish. Even with that car, I don't know what car that was, but he was putting in the work.
I think it's the Volkswagen Beetle. I think it was a Beetle.
I think it
Unreal.
was. Yeah. Yeah, he put in the work. I mean, with that, we're just gonna have to give Swish the MVP. A pretty dominant win. I thought it was gonna go to 5. It went in 3. It looks like they were able to make a change, at least after that major, and now I think they'll go all the way. I think they'll be able to be one of those top 1, top 2 teams even, and I mean, taking out the number 1 team, that's a good start.
Yeah, and it's not like the Knights were coming into this off of a rough major performance. Again, they were 3-0 regular season and then did not drop a series and won the major. So this is huge. This shakes up the entirety of the Premier Division because Bemidji were in 5th before, and they didn't even have a regular season win. Keep that in mind. All their points on the season were from a top 4 performance in the first major. So Bemidji, all credit has to be given to them. They played an incredible series. The Knights could never get themselves rolling, at least not with Bemidji answering in kind with twice as much power. That was about as perfect of a series as you can ask for. The Knights have been stunned. Bemidji are going to move up, and now every single team in the Premier Division has been put on notice.
I mean, yeah, one thing Knights are gonna have to learn is that, not every goal is gonna, be able to come from a mistake by the other team. They're just gonna have to become those playmakers, not just find those, little minute details that they could just capitalize on from the opposing team.
Right, you are, but that was a great series. Again, congratulations go to the Bemidji Lumberjacks, shutting down the clear first place team in the Green Bay Knights, making it look easy here today. We're going to go to a quick break, and when we return, more Premier Division action comes your way.
Busy streets and lost time. Gotta rent a car, gonna stay a while. If I don't move ahead, then I get stuck behind. I'm at a friend's place, gonna stick around. The puzzle pieces fit for now. The things you said replay loud. There are people outside living their lives. Thousands of stories move through times. Only one face on my mind. All I want is you. All I want is you. There are people outside living their lives. Thousands of stories move through times. Only one face on my mind. A century long ago, I traded in my halo. Whoever it is that you think I am, I'm still figuring it out. I'm jealous of the people outside, just living their lives. Millions of secrets get lost in the light. Tell me how to reach you, show me a sign. All I want is you. All I want is you. All I want is you. All surrounded by memories of you and I won't rest until you know the truth. All I wanna do, I'm surrounded by memories of you and I. Tell me how to reach you, show me a sign. I'm surrounded by memories of you and I. Tell me how to reach you, throw me a line. Way too many faces in the crowd, but I think that I see you. One too many days got me changing up the way that I need you. Now we're both at a bar, acting like it's not hard, trying to feel something different. Talk to somebody new, kinda wish it was you, kinda numb to the feeling. Now that you're gone, they say time should heal, but it's been too long. Couple months and I can't seem to move on. I can't seem to move on. I can't seem to. I can't seem to. Not that you're gone. I can't seem to. I can't seem to. Laying on my floor, thinking about all the things that we've been through. From 24/7 to pretending like I never met you. No, it's all for the best, 'cause I know we're a mess every time we're together. Going out of my mind, and I wish I could lie, tell you that it gets better. Now that you're gone, they say time should heal, but it's been too long. Couple months where I can't seem to move on. I can't seem to move on. I can't seem to. I can't seem to. I can't seem to. Now that you're gone, they say time should heal, but it's been too long. Couple months and I can't seem to move on. I can't seem to move on. I can't seem to.
All right, we're in. We're live. Let's do this thing. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm McMaster. Alongside me is Greyhounds. We just witnessed a pretty crazy upset. The Bemidji Lumberjacks shutting down the #1 seed Green Bay Knights in, well, frankly, dominant fashion. The only person who saw that coming apparently was Greyhounds. So I will never doubt your opinions ever again. That was a pretty ridiculous series. What do you say?
I mean, I thought it was going to be better. I'll be honest. I thought it was going to go to 5. It didn't go to 5. Yeah, wait, who's even playing? Wait a minute.
All right, you know what? I'll take that point away. All right, real
Wait a
quick,
minute.
let's just show the schedule for the rest of the day. As it sits, our next matchup is the Brainerd Victory and the Duluth Superiors. Then they close the day. We have the Burnsville, Inferno, and the Omaha Buffalo. But this matchup we're focusing on right now, the Brainerd Victory, Kixby, Bubbly Reaper, and Whitlock looking to get a win over the second seed Duluth Superiors, Catamac Fours, and Calster. Should be a fun one. I believe we're only waiting on one more person that will be able to go ahead and get this game fired up for you. The Duluth Superiors, second place in total standings. They're 2-1 in the regular season. They got second at the major. They're rolling. They look good and they feel good, but at the same time, we said a lot of these same words about the Green Bay Knights, and they got smacked around. So the question is, can this trade window of roster moves impact the Brainerd Victory positively like it did for the Bemidji Lumberjacks? Because this is a very fun thing to note, and I'm glad that we went over it, Greyhounds, because you had mentioned it. Bubbly Reaper, who is now on the Victory, was on the Bemidji Lumberjacks, and the Lumberjacks picked up Swish, who was a Chally player, and they brought him up, and he just did that to a premier team. So I'm interested to see if the window, if the trade window works in favor of the Victory here. We'll find out. All we're waiting on is one single player who has to use the restroom, and we'll go on from here. But right now, as it sits, the Victory are in 7th. Duluth are 2nd place. Could we possibly see another upset, Greyhounds?
Honestly, no. I think it's just gonna go in Duluth's favor. I mean, if you look at it, Bubbly got dropped for a reason. I don't think he's gonna make that difference that Brainerd needs. I don't think Whitlock is, at the level of, who else is playing? Like Fours and Catamac are playing. I don't think he's quite there. But he's definitely close, so I still think this is going to be a Duluth victory in 4. Hopefully I'll get this one right.
I'll tell you what, though. I love just how direct you are with these answers. Can we see an upset? No. No, we won't. We will see the Duluth Superiors win. We'll see about the games, about the actual games of the series, because you did say in 5, and apparently the Bemidji Lumberjack took that last series and used it as motivation, and apparently just didn't like the fact that you said 5, so they shut it down to 3. Anything can happen. Again, it is Kixby, Bubbly Reaper, and Whitlock on the side of the Brainerd Victory. Maybe it's just a different fit that is what was required for Bubbly Reaper. Again, he is even the captain of this team, so we'll see how it looks when Kixby joins up, and then Catamac, Fours, and Calster. I know Catamac from casting CSA. Dude's a solid player, and now that we have now that Kixby has joined, we're ready to join up. The players are ready to play. Let's get back to the competition. Again, this is the Premier Division here in MCS. I'm McMaster, that is Greyhounds. Let's have ourselves another fantastic series. See if the Victory can put up the second upset of the night as Kixby tries starting up things for his team. It is Catamac to guide the ball safely into the corner.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be... Actually, it's a pretty decent 50 for Victory. It's going to get good control here. Bubbly's going to play some time. Going to go straight mid. Can Whitlock keep it close? Yes, he can. He's going to go straight to Catamac. Can Kixby keep it? Nope, it's going to be a perfect shot for the Duluth Superiors. 30 seconds in, and they're already up 1-0.
And that's what we expect from this second seed. Kixby's touch is just too strong, and Calster has the read unlocked, puts it into the center of the net. 1-0, a mere 25 seconds in for the Duluth Superiors.
I mean, so far my pred's correct, but after the last series, after, I forget who, but they kept getting 1 or 2 goals, and they immediately lost it. Let's see if Brainerd can do that. Good shot on target. Can they keep possession? Doesn't look like it's going to be a double commit. Kixby with the bump, going to go straight to Bubbly. Everybody on the Victory defense is on 0 boost. Should be a pretty good goal for Fours. Can he find it? Yes, he can. That's top corner.
Well, as of right now, I'd say your prediction is more than coming to fruition. That is 2-0. Kixby and Whitlock on nothing. Bubbly Reaper just not quite in the position to get to that ball before Foros does, and that is a routine shot. He could have put it almost anywhere in the net, and it was going to find its way through. 2-0 now for the Duluth Superiors, looking to possibly extend their lead here off kickoff, but is lost to the back right. Whitlock has to turn away from it. Catamac looking to play control, has the block over the top. Calster will have nothing to work with. And Another demo now coming through from Bubbly Reaper, but still in the blue half is where we remain until Kicksby gets that 50 downfield. Calster waiting on the backboard. A shot comes through from Kicksby, looking for that near post area, but will not find the target on this occasion.
Yeah, it looks like Superiors are going to try and find that pinch. Katamac's going to take it up wall. Can he find it? Past Bubbly, past one. Kicksby's going to have the catch. He's the only one back right now. You got one person on offense still. You got Bubbly up there. It's going to be a shot. Can they find it? Whitlock's going to try and play possession. He's going to find it mid. Can Bubbly find it? No, he can't. Force with the save, and it's going to go straight to Katamac and Kicksby for the 50.
Now sent all the way back downfield. Caster and Katamac kind of tripping over each other as Whitlock gets off 50. Kicksby is the only one back. Bubbly Reaper will receive the pass now from the corner. Can't go over the top of Forrest. Katamac has an open opportunity. Can't actually take the shot. Every defender was out of vision of the net, and still they're able to actually escape with this, keeping this at only a 2-0 lead for the Superiors. Forrest will be 50 lost into the corner. Kicksby now off the demo from Bubbly Reaper. Calster is looking to relieve the pressure and does, albeit temporarily. It is open out in front. Forrest the clear. Demo makes it a one-on-one opportunity. Forrest up against Kicksby. Pass read by Kicksby. To the sidewall, Calster demoed, and this is just a vicious physical performance coming through on the side of the victory. The question is, can they use any of these demos to their offensive advantage? They need to, because they got to get something on the board.
Yeah, it looks like that's a double commit on the victories side. Can they find it? No. Katamac's going to take it back, try and play some time. Bubbly taking it up wall. It's going to go all the way back for Kicksby. Let's see if he plays some time. They only have 2 minutes left to find 2 goals. Gets past one straight to Fours. Gets the 50 straight to Bubbly. See if he can find it mid, try to find this goal here. He's going to bump one. Might be an opportunity. Calster's going to take it up. He's going to try and get it past Kicksby. It's a good 50 for victory. He's going to find it mid. Can Bubbly find the shot? He's going to try and pass it mid, and no, nobody is there. And it's a perfect opportunity for the Superiors.
I will say, the victory have looked subtly better throughout the second half of this game, as Whitlock does have a shot that Forrest has to save right away. You know, ever since those first 2 goals were scored, it has been pretty even. It's been back and forth. Both teams have had some quality opportunities here and there. Both have been landing demos left, right, and center, but now might be another opportunity. That one clanging off the bar from Katamac. Calster, another interception. Katamac turning with pace. Just so much pressure and aggression. There's always an aggressive first man coming through on the side of the Duluth Superiors. It might even make it a third here, but Bubbly Reaper is able to guide it away. Now into the hands of Whitlock. Up to the ceiling. Fours. Interception. Calster. Extra touch out wide. And still, the victory cannot get anything going offensively.
Yeah, I agree. The defense is starting to look better for victory, but, well, this looks like a big mistake. He gets past one. There might be an opportunity here. Whitlock with low boost. Everybody with low boost in this lobby except for Bubbly. Bubbly gets 2 big pads. Kicksy's going to take it up. He's getting chased right now. Dodges the bump. Can Whitlock find it? It's going to go straight mid. Can anybody be there? No. And it's going to be an opportunity once again for the Superiors. There's 2 whiffs. Can Kicksby find it? He's going to get a good 50 back mid. Whitlock's going to take it up. Should be a pass to Kicksby. And it's just going straight back into the victory's half.
And Forrest might even make it a third goal. Whitlock with a great save on the goal line, but right now, you got to get out of your own half. Kicksby almost puts it onto his own net. A bump comes through from Katamac onto Fours, but still Katamac is able to get the turn. The shot comes through. Calster, the clear up high. Now final 10 seconds, a goal needed with time remaining from the victory. Sent up high. In front, Fours, one touch. Kicksby, the pass is too far backwards. Whitlock has a touch, but the ball is stagnant, and there is nothing to be found. Duluth Superiors looking more than solid in game number 1.
I mean, this is just nearly a mirror of the first series. You know, that's a 2-0 win. Can we see what was it, a 4-2? Like, victory?
3-2. Yeah.
No, I think it was 4. 4, right? Because, either way, the team that was down at the beginning made the comeback. So we'll see if victory can get this free lead in the beginning again, or for the first time, and then Duluth will just come back and just destroy them, just like they did this series.
Yeah, you're right. We could see a similar game script. You're right, because off of last series, Green Bay was down right away, and then ended up having a 2-0 lead in game 2, and then lost it. Obviously, that's the sweep. But I mean, the real question is, can the victory stop with the double commits right now? They're tripping over themselves, certainly a lot more than what they would like, and more than what is allowed in order to try to get a victory against the Superiors. They got to sharpen up in order to have a chance in this series.
Yeah, and I mean, they have to mirror last game. They have to find those, times where they can capitalize. Because they're there. There's many double commits on the Superiors half, but they just can't find it. Looks like it's going to be a shot over. Bubbly's going to find it mid. Straight to Kixby. Can they find this early goal? He's going to get past one. Fours with the last second save.
But it's still an opportunity out in front. Kixby and Fours, awkward. Bubbly Reaper just doesn't have the recoveries in search of. Whitlock spiking it off the ceiling, dropping down in front, demoing Calster out of the way. Fours stuck, but Katamak still able to clean up the mess. So much pressure through 30 seconds. Instead, it's turned on its head, but Kixby able to be the answer defensively that was needed right there from the victory. He'll look to break out on offense as well. Hammers into the backboard. Whitlock there, the double. Kixby, the follow-up touch around Fours. 1-0 for the victory, and this does look eerily similar to that of last series.
Yeah, this was a very good pass by Whitlock, straight down to Kixby. Kixby with the last second touch, straight past Fours. I mean, if they keep this up, this series could change.
Absolutely right. It's a good thing that they got the goal early. The longer you go without a goal in these series, the more you end up losing your confidence. But Kixby is building up his. That's a nasty double from the, from close to the floor. Great shot to get the lead up to 2.
Yeah, that was absolutely beautiful. About 5 seconds later, straight off the kickoff, they're up 2-0. But look, you never know. Superiors could just come straight back from this and just win the series.
Absolutely right, and it is going to be Whitlock right away off the kickoff. Now Bubbly Reaper with the shot towards net. Katamak is back in time. Fours racing back to help as well. Kato, sidewall double, does find it around Kixby. Whitlock there to intercept. Kixby again looking for the bumps and the physicality right now coming through from the victory, adding up big time. The question is, can they continue to utilize it offensively and even possibly use it defensively as Katamak looks to break out of his own half? It's a pass in field. Calster over towards the backboard. Katamak has a touch, but not one he may have been looking for. That one kicks it out to the outside. It'll still remain a 0 total goals on the side of the Superiors.
Yeah, Whitlock's going to take it up, try and find it mid. Isn't able to get it because of the 0 boost. Kixby's going to try and find it mid because Bubbly's there. Fours is going to take this up. This should be an opportunity for the Superiors. No, he's playing with the ball too much. Katamak's going to try and find this mid. Gets it past one. He's going to get the pinch past Kixby. It's nearly an own goal. Calster's going to go for the shot. It's going to be a good ball for Fours. Can he find it? No, he's going to get bumped by Bubbly.
Now spiking off the ceiling from the 50. Calster beaten the ball by Kixby. Looking for the reset as well. Does have the continuation touch as Whitlock and Bubbly Reaper instead look to run rough shot on the defense. The 50's neutral out in front. Forces looks to take it downfield. Has Katamak as the lead blocker. Jumping up. Can't get the bump onto Kixby. Demo now from Bubbly Reaper onto Fours. Looking to return the favor was Katamak, but still the defense able to hold strong. Breaking out in transition. Whitlock puts it away. A hat trick of goals now for the victory in what has been a huge turnaround in Game 2.
Yeah, 3-0. I mean, there's still 2 minutes and 45 seconds left. There's always a chance, but this is looking like pure domination now. We'll see if Superiors can try and find a goal here and try to get that momentum back up.
Absolutely right. Whitlock now with the clear out to the side. Katamak trying to start possession, but Whitlock was there to challenge early. Again, the aggression now really ramping up in favor of the victory. Katamak looking to get an extra touch, just goes low, but Whitlock had that covered. Good communication defensively coming through on the side of the victory. That centers out. Katamak with a shot. Bubbly Reaper the save. Fours another. Katamak still there. Infield pass. Calster, double tap opportunity out in front. Off the bar. Fours puts it away. Too much pressure, and the defense crumbles.
I mean, there's the goal we needed. We just got to hope, since it's so early on, at least they get at least one more goal going into Game 3 so they can just keep up that momentum because, I mean, I'll be honest, this game looks kind of lost. It's 3-1, 2 minutes left. I don't think there's a chance.
Oh, we got to be careful, though. The caster curse will hit anyone and everyone when so willing. The question is, will it happen here? Because 2 minutes, I mean, that could be plenty of time. It was a pretty quick answer back after that third goal was scored from the victory, but the demos right now are a problem, being enforced by the victory. Kixby's going to have another chance, this time looking to take it solo. Calster gets a save and blocks away that extra touch from Bubbly Reaper. All the way cleared out by Calster. Fours is just waiting downfield, looking for a shot. Bubbly Reaper not giving him a sniff at that opportunity. To the backboard now goes Kixby. Hard off the sidewall. Continuation from Bubbly Reaper. Katamak popped up, avoids the bump as well. Gonna be left from Calster. Shot on target. Kixby with the clear.
Yeah, looks like Four's gonna try and find this mid. Can they find another? Bubbly with a good clear, straight to Katamak. Can he keep it close? Yes, he can. He's gonna get the 50. He's gonna win it. It's gonna go straight mid. Can the Superiors find a goal here? It's gonna go straight back mid. Four's there. Katamak's turning up. He's gonna play it slow. Can he find the reset? He finds one. Can he get the pinch? Can he get the pogo? He doesn't have a reset.
Now Whitlock being just led by Kixby all the way to net, but still, Fours is able to make a great save, and Calster collecting that corner boost could be dangerous, but they can't get up on top of Bubbly Reaper. I thought for sure it was a good opportunity. Instead, it's Katamak looking for the backboard. The double is not quite through! It's off the post that needed to go for there to be an opportunity in this game, but it will not be capitalized upon. Fours still maintaining the offense up high, trying to go underneath Kixby. Unsuccessful. Calster, one more touch. Extra, in front. Katamak, no shot available, and the offense is shut down. Kixby, no shot, said looks to fake it, but Fours has the read. Only 30 seconds left to go, and it really felt like that double from Katamak had to be converted on.
Yeah, looks like Four's gonna try and get the save. Whitlock's gonna get it past him. Past Katamak. Katamak's bumped to Mars. Calster's gonna take it up. Free ball for Bubbly. Past one. Can Katamak find it? He's gone. Another one gone. Can Kixby find the flick? No, he can't. Forces the perfect defense on that. 5 seconds left. Can the Superiors find one more 0-second goal here? It looks like they're leaving it. Can he get the flick? Past one. Calster's up. Forza's gonna try and keep this. Kixby's gonna put it down, and that'll be game.
1-1 now in the series, this time an answer back. We will not see back-to-back sweeps. It is the victory getting themselves on the board, and honestly, it felt like a pretty dominant performance, especially offensively. Kixby was a stud, and the demos, holy smokes. I wish I had the numbers on just how many demos there were in this game. The victory were relentless.
I mean, yeah, it looked pretty dominant. I will say this is going in favor of my prediction of 4 games. So, please, even if I get the team wrong, let me get one thing right. Let me get this in 4.
You're on right now. you're on it right now. But Duluth have to change something. They got to pick up the awareness, just because you can't be demoed that many times and expect things to go well for you. I get that the demos didn't necessarily open up a lot of scoring opportunities for the victory, but it's just the fact that it keeps happening over and over, and every single time you're spending 3 seconds off the field of play. Something's got to change a little bit here for the Duluth Superiors. They look great in game 1, game 2, bit rough.
Yeah, and there's still so many opportunities for for Superiors to find these goals, and they're just not. They can't find them. They're right there, but they can't capitalize just yet.
Absolutely right. And we'll see if they can get themselves back on the right foot, or will the victory continue their momentum into this game? Right off kickoff, Bubbly Reaper's shot is saved by Fours. Will also follow, but it's up against Kixby on the drop down from the ceiling. The 50 out in front, avoiding the bump is Calster. Good to see that awareness already lifting up, but there was nothing Katamak could do on that offer up from Whitlock. Pop down wide. Kixby up against Fours, gets the extra touch, can't get around one. Bubbly Reaper has a shot. Kixby will make sure it is in. The victory continue rolling.
Yeah, now it's 1-0 going to this game, just like last game. I mean, that was pretty bad pass on Superior's half, but I mean, 20 seconds in, I don't think anything's going to change now.
I mean, obviously the Superiors are going to hope that you're wrong on this one, and the victory are going to pray that you are correct. Well, only one way to find out, and that's by continuing this forward. Bubbly Reaper does not have a touch off of that offered up pass from Kixby, but will still stick with the play. And right now, I got to be fully honest, it almost feels as though the Superiors are just a little bit too conservative, trying to play safe and very reactive. It doesn't seem as though they're, trying to be aggressive. They're certainly not taking many chances, but that's going against them in every sense of the word. Calster's trying to go back, or trying to get back in time. He is successful this time, but Kixby is still applying pressure. The victor are the risk takers right now, and they're also the ones reaping the rewards.
Yeah, it definitely looks like Superiors are, just one player plays at this point. They're trying to keep at least one, and most of the time 2 players back because they just want to play safe. Calster's going to get past one. Whitlock with the save. He's going to just, buy some time here. Just going to go back mid by Fours. Can someone on the Superiors find this ball? It doesn't look like it. Calster's going to go for the save. He's gone, and that's going to be a second goal for victory. It's 2 out with still 3:30 left.
Now this one instead belonging to Whitlock. Calster bumping in the chat because this time it is a demo that opens up the opportunity. What a play coming through from the victory. They are steamrolling the Duluth Superiors right now, and it's so interesting to me what we're seeing, because we just saw the #1 seed get dropped via a sweep. They won the major. They were 3-0, and now we're seeing the Duluth Superiors, who got second in the major, kind of getting just battered around right now by the victory. A team that we didn't expect them to be putting on this kind of performance. They're stunning me personally, and they're up 3-0, stunning the Superiors.
Yeah, I honestly didn't think Bubbly would, be that difference, but I guess he is. This game, he's got 2 assists. He was putting in work last game. Looks like he just is the difference.
He's been different. This entire team, ever since that game 1 mess, has been unbelievably good. Whitlock will try to set up Kixby off of what was a great ceiling double attempt, and the bump comes through again. Make it 4 to go. And we're not even 2 minutes in yet.
Yeah, it's already 4-0. I mean, now this game's lost. I mean, it's just not. It's not.
It's done.
Not looking
It's
good
done.
for the Superiors. They were, they put up some good plays in game 1, but now it's all in the trash now. They just got to get that back. It looks like it's going to be a double commit here. They're going to find the shot. Calster with the save, and they find it back mid. Four's going up. Should be a good opportunity for the Superiors. Calster with the miss. He's going to pass it mid, past 1. This should be an opportunity. Canamex just going to play time and take it up sidewall. Going to play back wall. Whitlock's going to get the save.
I'll tell you what, though. If a comeback does happen during this game, can we just chalk it up to being one of the greatest comebacks in MCS history? Because being down 4-0, the way that not just the score, but in the way that it's currently happening right now, the dominant physical plays coming through with the demos, the method of which this current destruction is happening is unreal. A comeback here would be outstanding, albeit highly unlikely, as Bubbly Reaper is continuing to look for those aggressive demo plays. 2 minutes left to go, 4-0, and there hasn't been a shred of hope coming through on the side of the Superiors.
Yeah, for Victor, I'm starting to get worried now. They're starting to play a lot more time, trying to slow the plays down. I think that might go in the favor of Superior here. They're going to try and find another goal. Whitlock isn't quite able to win the 50. It's going to go back. Can Force find it past their last man? It's going to go back mid. It might even be on. Can Kixby fight it? No, it's a double commit, and Kixby has died. Force with the reset. Can he pinch it? Past 1. Kixby still on 0. And Force steals the big boost. That's perfect for their team. They aren't quite able to find the goal.
Now Bubbly Reaper with another clear downfield. Cadillac just left stuck in the corner. Whitlock does not make contact, but Kixby will. Another shot, this time cleared up high by Cadillac. And at this point, it's just a run out the clock situation, really. A good shot's going to come through, but not good enough. It just clangs off the post as Kixby clears to Whitlock, who's now going to look for the double. Up against Cadillac, does have it. Great save from Calster, but the goal will come through anyways from Bubbly Reaper. Why couldn't they just let the highlight reel come through? Why do you have to make the initial save?
Yeah, I mean, it was right there, Callister. You just got to leave it. But, I mean, 5-0, they're going to try and get this momentum back. I still think there's a chance they get 1 goal out here going into that game 4, but, I mean, it's not looking good so far.
No, it is not. It is not looking good. Kixby is going to try to get another just for the sake of just kind of adding to the tally at this point in time. Cato's going to go up, but really there ain't much left in this game. Certainly no hope left in this game. From here, my assumption would be that the Duluth Superiors are taking their time and discussing what they can change going into the next game. Because let's be honest, this one has been done for quite some time. They're even going to make it a 6th. My goodness.
Hey, look, at this point, you might as well just make it a Brazil. We're almost there. We'll just
throw
get
it
one
in the chat. Might as well ask them. No, don't actually do that. That's just so rude of them. That'd be cruel. But, oh my goodness, a 6-0. I mean, again, this is the victory. I hate to say it this way, but you didn't say the victory you're going to put on a performance like this. I mean, I certainly didn't expect it. I thought the Knights were going to, make their way through like they have been the entire season. I thought from here the Superiors who got second. Oh my goodness! I thought.
Oh, no,
I'm trying to
it's gonna
talk here,
happen.
guys. I'm trying to talk here. I thought the Superiors were gonna run through this Victory team, but man, clearly not the case. 7-0 on today's stage.
Yeah, they're surely going to take all the time they can in between these two games, try and ruin Victory's momentum, but I mean 7-0, I don't think you can ruin that. Let's see, can the Superiors find one here? Make it the true Brazil. Canamac's gonna try and find a double. It doesn't look like they're gonna find it, and that's gonna be a 7-0 for game 3. Going into game 4, I mean, I think Victory is just gonna take it. What do you think, Master?
I mean, it certainly looks like it now, doesn't it? It has not been that close, and unfortunately, the snowball is rolling downhill, just garnering momentum and strength. Whitlock with 4 goals, Kixby 4 assists, unbelievable. And it's not like last series where it really felt like Swish was the difference maker. It hasn't felt like there's been a clear difference maker in this series. It just feels like it's been a complete team effort from the Victory, the likes of which we have yet to have even seen this season. So they got to be feeling themselves coming into this. They've done great, but the only problem is Cadamac's not back in the lobby yet. So we'll have to wait for him before we get into the next game.
Yeah, or we're just gonna jump right in. There he is.
He's back.
See. Let's see if Victory can take this 4th game here and just make it a 3-1.
Certainly looks like it. I really don't know at this point what exactly could be changed on the side of the Superiors. I mean, I think the biggest thing is you got to start being aggressive and start being okay with said aggression. You have to start taking risks, because as it currently sits, again, all risks are being taken by the boys in blue. Everything's been safe, but this is a great pass from Calster to Cadamac. However, the shot is broken up by Kixby. Whitlock will have a turn, and he'll have his first opportunity to get the clear downfield. That touch from Cadamac gets away. Whitlock hunting for demos, but Ford just narrowly escapes.
Yeah, there was a triple commit there on Superior's end, but they're going to try and find it mid. Whitlock's going to pop it all the way back up. Can anybody on the Superiors find this ball? Yes, they can. Cadamac is there. Kixby's going to pass it mid. Forge is going to pass it high. Everybody is super awkward in this situation. Forge is going to get the save. Pop it up. Free ball for Kixby. Finds the reset. Can he find the shot? Not quite. Looks like everybody's panicking on the Superiors defense. Everybody's 0 now. Let's see if Victory can find another capitalization here. Kixby with the touch. He's going to keep it close. Try and get past 1. Calcer with the 50.
I'll tell you what, you had mentioned the supposed look of panic on defense, and I did not like how everyone defensively was in the same position holding that front post spot on the side of the Superiors. That is not good positionally. It is not good rotationally. It makes things a mess as to who's going to call out what for each play. That has to be avoided, and these little mental errors have to start being avoided on the side of the Superiors if they want a chance to fight back in this series. But that's a great shot coming through from Kixby. Cadamac up top will have the save. Cleared all the way downfield. It might find its way through. It's off the post. Cadamac doesn't have the ability to turn on it. Another crucial opportunity gone by the wayside as Bubbly Reaper will pop it up to Whitlock. He beats Calster. Bubbly Reaper the shot and through. A 2-goal swing. 1-0 for the Victory.
Yeah, there were 2 big double commits on Superior's part. One on the defense, trying to get that last save, and then one right before the pass straight to Bubbly. And, you know, this is what the Victory needs. They just need to find these simple mistakes and just find these goals.
Find out if Whitlock can add on to this tally, however. I mean, it really is the Superiors who have just been stunned, frankly, and their defense is in shambles. The physical plays look like the blueprint as to how to beat this team consistently, because they've been moved out of positions, they've been demoed multiple times, their rotations have been broken up from the respawns. There's a lot that they haven't been able to deal with, and a lot of it stems off the physical plays. That's been, frankly, the key of this entire series on the side of Victory. And right now they look poised to take this game and be their third. It would be the fourth game in the series, but their third win would be the one that would put them just across the edge, so the top 2 seeds would lose in the same day, which I think is a pretty crazy statement to hear, all things being considered.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't consider the last one to be an upset, but I mean, looking at standings, 2 pretty big upsets. This is pretty substantial, especially for Victory. This will be good points for them. Can they find this, though? They're only up 1. They're not in the clear just yet. Calster's going to try and find this clear on 0 boost. Kickspeed taking it up. He's going to play time. Can he find the reset? He's going to get it late. Perfect pop reset straight to Whitlock. Calster with the save. Forza is going to try and clear this straight to Calster. Past 1. There's a demo on their backline. Kickspeed's just going to shoot it over. Corner. Mid. Can he find the double? It was nearly just in the net.
So many close opportunities right now, and every single one of them belonging to the victory. The Superiors just can't seem to break out of their own half. Another demo, another infield pass. Kicksby just gonna play it back this time. It's Whitlock to receive it, and immediately all the players have boost on both sides. Whitlock, infield pass, able to breathe, broken up. This time it's Forrest trying to take control, but that touch is a far one. Extra into the corner. Kicksby, great read. McAdamack is there. Bubbly Reaper's the only defender left back, but there is no pressure being brought on by the Superiors. Again, that touch from Whitlock goes towards the net, but it is a routine save from Catamac. Only 60 seconds left. Catamac, the musty, towards net. Kicksby, another easy save into the corner, and there's no more follow-ups. Fours is beat. Bubbly Reaper back downfield. Around 1. Shot from Whitlock just wide. Bubbly Reaper extra touch, trying to find Kicksby, who is just waiting patiently. He knows he's got the lead. He doesn't have to toy with it. Maintain it, and the series is theirs.
Yeah, I got another 40 seconds here. Whitlock's going to take this up. He sees Kicksby mid. He's going to find the pass. He does get bumped, so it's a ginormous clear to the other half. Let's see, can Catamac find this 50? Kicksby's going to pass it to him. Catamac's going to find it mid. Is anybody there to follow? No, it was a triple commit on the victory's part. And still, nobody can find it. There's a commit by last man from Calster. Whitlock's going to try and find this mid. He finds it there. Bubbly with the shot, and now it's 2-0 with 15 seconds remaining.
And certainly that's a dagger. That has to be the series ender right there. Just, it was too much, and that touch from Whitlock is a beauty to just slightly drop it back. 2-0, 15 seconds left. All signs pointing to a 3-1 series victory for the Brainerd Victory, and what a great win it is. Two teams from lower in the standings knocking off the 2 top seeds. Incredible things being seen right now in the Premier Division. There is not enough time. Calster's going to try to get something, gets the reset, but it is shut down. That is the game. That is the series. Cato can't even get one to go, and the Victory walk away with their name.
Yeah, I mean, after that first game, I still think that it should have been Superiors with that win, but Victory pulled it together. They got that momentum from Game 2. Game 3 was complete domination. Game 4, they just kept that going with another 2-0 win. I mean, I'm surprised, honestly.
It was a shocking result, frankly. And not only did we see one upset, we've now seen 2. That is both of the top 2 seeds in the Premier Division knocked off right after the major. Not only are they first and second in the standings, they're first and second in general. They got first and second in the major. They're both the 2 top teams of current form, and they've been taken out of their positions. It'll be interesting to see if the Miracles or Inferno can capitalize upon this, because those are 3rd and 4th, respectively, with points. The 2 that can really start to move up and try to catch up to the 2 Titans at the top. The Knights of the Duluth drop to the Lumberjacks and to the Victory, respectively. That is going to shake some things up, ain't it?
Yes, it will. And of course, guys, remember that we do have one more game tonight. Be sure to stay tuned for that one later on. But I mean, the series was all right. I think it could have been better, but
yeah, it was a little unfortunate. We would have liked to see a little bit more of a competitive matchup, but I mean, can't always get what we wish for. And I'm certain that the Duluth Superiors were wishing for a victory, but they do not come out on top. It is the Victory who end up taking down the Duluth Superiors. A great matchup, 3-1 being that series, but we still have one more series left on the dock. That is going to be the Inferno versus the Buffalo. It's coming up here shortly.
talk, every stolen kiss, every late night walk, every secret wish, every second chance, every time we dance underneath the light of the street lamp.
Goddamn, would you look at me? Yo, I'm a lazy motherfucker, that's what everyone sees. Ain't it funny how you wanna be the best, but you can't even get up and get dressed? Wasted, face it, you're never gonna make it. Rockstar, you won't get far. I know you're confused. People tell you you can be anything you wanna be. Wanna go to outer space, superhero in the streets. Damn, what a lie. What a time to be alive. How have I survived? Life's a battlefield. 1974. I think I'm going insane. I'm feeling crazy. Can't get it out of my head. Oh no, if the devil inside takes hold, then I just might wind up dead. Wasted, face it. You're never gonna be the one. Rockstar, you won't get far. But at least you had fun. People tell you you can be anything you wanna be, a king or a queen, as long as you got a dream. Oh no, it's a lot. They just wanna take your life, try to tell you it's a battlefield. People tell you you can be anything you wanna be. Wanna go to outer space, superhero in the streets. Damn, what a lie. What a time to be alive. How have I survived? Life's a battlefield. 1974.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. We just wrapped up a pretty interesting series, a big upset coming from Brainerd, but moving on in the night, we're going to have the Burnsville Inferno going against the Omaha Buffalo. I am graciously blessed with the presence of the well-dressed Coop. How you doing tonight, sir?
I am so fantastic. How are you, Far?
I'm doing all right. Pretty interesting series coming up here. Burnsville Inferno currently sitting at 4th in the Prem seeding. Meanwhile, Omaha Buffalo sitting in 8th, still sitting barely within that land qualification, but currently tied 5 points with Chicago and Fargo. Do you have anything that you would like to let the people know about this upcoming Buffalo team?
Yeah, so Prem standings are kind of weird. There's only 3 games played for the week so far, and then basically the rest of it is Major 1. Omaha had a very, very tough time in the Major. I don't know if it was necessarily group strength, because they looked pretty balanced, but something was just kind of off for them. They actually got knocked out of the second phase or the bracket play because of a head-to-head loss to Minneapolis. So they're looking for some some points here. They're pretty hungry, but they're judging by how these last 2 games have gone with these major upsets. I really want to see Omaha kind of show up and let's see it like I say upset like they're super far apart, but I really want to see like Omaha play super well and just kind of redeem themselves off of the kind of odd major 1 performance. So hoping to see a lot out of them.
Yeah, and definitely it's always good to see these lower ranked teams perform incredibly well, especially you got the pressure of being on stream, you got people watching it, you got all of this extra things to factor in, and that can definitely change how teams play. Some teams can play amazing when they're just in a private match, it's just them and their opponent, but once you have kind of have eyes on you, it gets a little bit worse. But moving to Burnsville, looking a little bit more comfortable sitting at that 4th seed. 24 points currently accredited to them. They did fairly well in the recent major, finishing 2nd in Group A, just below the Green Bay Knights, and going all the way to the semifinals in a very close 4-3 loss to Duluth. A very good performance in that major. Did get them a lot of points as they are now sitting in that 4th seed spot. Just looking at how they play, it's pretty well rounded off. I'm not seeing really any gaps here when it comes to any stats at all. No weak offense, no crumbling defense, but they do seem to be able to clutch up on very intense moments very, very well. So it's going to be interesting to see if they're going to have to put that to the test here in this upcoming series.
Yeah, I am a little worried on their end so apparently Garcia is out of town, so it's a DJ that's subbing. I think it's subbing in for Garcia. We'll see if that impacts, but we'll jump into this in a second, but I'm going to do predictions before we can jump into it. I really want to see a game 5. Some people in the chat may have seen me cast before, but I love long series. I like the drama, the long theatrical plot. I really hope Omaha can pull it out in 5 or less. I want to see Omaha, grab a win after the major performance, but I'm going to say Omaha in 5.
I could definitely see it happening. They do have a fairly solid lineup coming into this, but it's hard to say. I was able to cast during the Challenger series that Burnsville had last night, and whoo, man, that was a nail biter. Went up 2 games and then lost the following 2. So reverse sweep pressure on the line here, and they clutch up in game 7. I could not talk this morning because of how much I was yelling during that series. That was an amazing watch, and I would love to see him do it again. I got Burnsville going in. I think they got it in 4 on this one.
In 4. Interesting. Slightly under what I've got, but either way, a long series hopefully for these 2 teams. See some pretty good Rocket League as we've got all the players joining in now, kicking this game off this lovely afternoon. Off to kick off, we got Av into the corner with Wesley. A little awkward on his own. Backboard, potential shot incoming for the Burnsville team here. Fluffy taking it over to the wall, met by Wesley on the wall. Kind of a really, really good under another one. Sent back by Av. Wolf now with a clear over to Fluffy, interrupted immediately by Trio. Av clearing it down once again for the Fluffy shot on target. So Wesley is there for the save. Now DJ off the sidewall. This is already looking like a very, very scrappy kind of midfield heavy series. And off of that knowledge, I'm expecting a lot of goals with these 2 teams.
Absolutely, and you can also imagine just a long stint of nothing at all. It's definitely possible with how these teams are playing so far, but game 1 is usually that feeler that just, how is this team we're going against here gonna play? Maybe see how they can even strategize in response to something you throw at them. And this is definitely an opportunity for them. We've already gone a full minute so far. Nobody's scoring yet, but Wesley trying to get one off the backboard there, almost able to eke it in, but ends up getting cleared away. Trio getting to 50 at midfield, just trying to buy time for teammates to get back on defense. A great clear off the backboard as well. Can relieve a lot of that offensive pressure. Wesley Playing off the wall, has a shot on target. There's no one there in the net, but it goes a little bit short. Trio gonna be the one to finish it off.
Yeah, what a fantastic start here for Inferno. I don't really watch much Prem action, I won't lie. I watched a couple games in the Major, and we play like in Rising Star, so we don't really ever kind of see these mechs or anything where we're at, and it's really fun for me to just see these players have a like super fun time in the air, pulling off some tricky plays. But Fluffy Trio, nice 50 in the Inferno, or excuse me, into the Omaha side, cleared out by Wolf. Gets one. Can he get another potential shot on net? Fluffy is there, but Wesley pre-jump saves. Now Wolf keeping it in the offensive zone here, cleared out by DJ, the gracious sub here for Inferno. Trio blocks a shot. Kind of awkward with 0 boost. Unfortunate kind of back pass leaves the net open for Inferno, who will clang it. We got DJ putting his name up on the board.
Just a little bit too heavy-handed there from Av. Wolf trying to get an extra touch off the backboard there, but it's just not enough. Great punishment there coming from DJ, the player subbing up from Challenger. That makes you wonder, how is Burnsville going to be playing with this? You're playing with a player from a league down. They're not going to be as quick, as snappy as you would expect a regular Prem player to be, but we've seen players sub in from lower leagues before, and they just dominate the competition. So being able to see how DJ is performing so far is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it is a weird kind of like almost mental thing of if you are that player subbing, there's all these eyes on you and you've got to, perform up. And if he can keep playing the way he is, then he can see some pretty good success in this series. But another shot from DJ is slightly off. Trio is there for the follow-up, sent back out by Fluffy. Av now interrupted by Wesley in the midfield. 0 boost. Wolf now off the ceiling. He gets it through one. This is intercepted by Trio. Gets a nice little pinch off the sidewall. Kind of awkward here for the Omaha goal line as DJ pushes, gets one off the top. Is anyone there for the follow-up for Burnsville? Fluffy up early. Can he get it past Wesley? Unfortunately not. Av. Interesting little, like, almost pseudo double commit here from Omaha Buffalo, but doesn't really seem to pay off too well for him. Av interrupting the touch off the wall. Can he get it mid? Is anyone there for Omaha? Unfortunately not, as Wesley Trio pushing off the backboard. Fluffy now looking for one mid. No one is there for Omaha, and they need this second man to be a little bit more pushed up, I think, if they want to see some results on offense.
They've had a couple good looks so far. Av giving a pass out to Wolf. Wolf going to be the one to play in the back of the net. Caster Curse in perfect form right there, as now that lead getting cut down by half. They still have that insurance from earlier, but those goals can disappear incredibly quickly.
Yeah, and I mean, those are the goals that you just, like, you hate to see because it's, like, I don't want to say an easy tap in, but, you shouldn't be letting them have those on the defensive end. But fantastic display from Omaha. We'll see if they can kind of carry this sign of life here to get one more before the minute 15 expires. Interesting offensive play. Doesn't work out for him as we have DJ Trio trying to get a clear down the field for Burnsville. Taken down by Fluffy. Is anyone home for the reception? Av is there, but it is deflected. And oh, what a double from Wolf, putting it right over the Inferno defense. And Buffalo could make this game happen despite being down 2.
We were talking about the mechanics that you can see in Premier that you don't usually see anywhere else, and that is a prime example. Just a casual, really tight angle into the back of the net, tying the game up just under a minute to go here as Burnsville trying to get back on the offensive push. Trio pass out to Wesley. Slow pressure here. Trio not a lot of boost in the tank. Able to get the 50 with Fluffy. DJ double commit with Wesley. Able to get it off the backboard, but no one there to finish it off. Now it's going to be Buffalo pushing back downfield. Gets it over Wesley. Able to get the save. That was a bit of a close call there for the Inferno.
Yeah, that would have been kind of a nasty play. That's a really mental play. Oh, another one potentially for Burnsville, intercepted. But now Wesley off the sidewall. Av just taking a nice low angle here on this ball. 50 into the corner. Fluffy now maintaining possession into the offensive zone. Looking for someone mid. Wolf is slightly behind him. Wesley now. Interesting bump onto Omaha. Is anyone there for the shot? And Fluffy pinching off the sidewall. This will go straight down. OT game 1 here.
A lot of pressure on these teams. Gotta get that first game 1 win if you want to have good headway into the rest of the series. Av trying to get it going early. Goes for the reset, ends up getting it just off the wall. As now Wesley playing off the corner. Fluffy able to beat him on the challenge. Wolf putting that one on target. It's a slow save. Easy for Trio to get it clear away here. No boost in the tank, however, just tries to throw something at it to stop the ball. DJ with control, gets it past the defender, but Fluffy there with all the room they could ask for has all the pressure. Trio 50 off the wall. It's going to be Wesley up on the follow. Av just trying to keep this one out of the net. A lot of offensive pressure mounting in favor of the Inferno, but that one finding its way back to midfield here.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird situation here in the Omaha half. Is there aren't really, it's just kind of, it's pressure, but there's no real shots on target. It's just kind of this kind of wall-to-wall play in the bumps and things, which can work, but you want to get one, you kind of have to pepper the net a little bit. But having said that, Av with an almost disgusting angle for Omaha onto the Burnsville side. Fluffy now going to try to take it up the wall. Pops it off the ceiling, off backboard. Is anyone there, DJ? Fantastic clears. Now Trio intercepting off the sidewall. Is that on? It is slightly wide left. Wolf now trying to clear it out here for Omaha. Fantastic play by DJ on that bump, giving Burnsville some more offensive pressure here. Fluffy intercepted by Wesley. Can he get another one into the midfield? He cannot. This is just kind of a like ping pong game we've got among us. We've got just these two teams clear and intercepting, and see how it plays out.
Either team wanting to overextend too much is especially up in Premier. It can be punished very, very rapidly. You don't want to be the one who made the mistake of overcommitting. Wesley able to get a nice pass out mid. No one quite there to take advantage, however. Now Av, shot over Trio. It's a wide open net, and Omaha going to be taking game number 1 in 2 minutes into overtime.
Yeah, I mean, what a first game. I feel so bad for Trio here. It's just there's not really much he can do, but you're so close to the ball. But yeah, fantastic match 1 here for the Omaha Buffalo. Gonna put their name out there, say, yep, we had a little bit of a rough time in the major, but we are back and we want this series. So we'll see how they can carry it into the second game here.
Absolutely. And just looking at these stats really fast, it's fairly even across the board. Looking at just shots alone, Buffalo accredited with 10, Burnsville accredited with 9. It's looking close. Buffalo having a lot more team play, and I believe, 100% goal participation from everybody on that team. Meanwhile, Burnsville only having 1 assist to their 2 goals. Statistics are out the window on this one, but
Yeah.
it still shows that Buffalo had this one because they were a lot more confident with their teammates. Their communications were a lot more close and tight, and that's exactly what you need to get the edge over this Inferno team here.
Yeah, and I mean, as far as Inferno is concerned, I think this game could be, I don't know really how much they were able to warm up with their sub or whatever the kind of schedule was for them, but maybe this was just kind of I don't want to say a fluke game, but their warm-up game with their sub can be a little weird. I'm hoping to see a little bit more. Honestly, fantastic first game. The OT games, I love to see them, but we'll see if Inferno can kind of come back here in the second game with that little experience.
Very much so.
We might be having... Oh, we had a player lag out, but we will be back. We jumping back in? I think we're good, but I'm hoping for another game very similar to that one. But we'll see how she plays out. But we do have a sub, I believe.
The Uncle Stan coming in for Burnsville.
For DJ.
And I did see Uncle Stan play last night. He was on that Inferno team that had a very big scare of getting reverse swept down in Challenger. So I'm kind of interested to see what's his strategy coming into this one. Is he going to make us go all the way to 5 in another astonishing series, or is he just going to shut down all the opposition and just shut this one down in a quick 1-2-3 after that first game?
Yeah, we'll see. Honestly, I don't even know which one I hope for. but we'll see how it plays out. Omaha looking really uncomfortable on their defensive end here. Av tossing it up to Wolf. Wesley is there for the sidewall touch. Uncle Stan now into the offensive half. corner here for Omaha. Trio popping it off high. This ball has not touched the ground in eons. Wolf popping it off of his own backboard. Is Omaha trying to get a clear here with 0 boost. Ab is there. Is anyone going to be able to follow up the backboard touch? Fluffy kind of turns away. Expecting a clear from Trio that never came. But Wolf now getting into the midfield. Nice 50 with Wesley. Gets it over him, though. Is Fluffy there for the backboard read? He is. And it's looking more similar to game 1 here with the kind of choppy midfield plays into the offensive zones.
I have to agree with you there. It does seem like the Inferno has a little bit more pressure when it comes to the offensive end, but so far they haven't been able to find the back of the net just yet. Trio looking for a pinch, able to send it downfield, but that's going to remove possession from Burnsville entirely. Trio diving with no boost. Uncle Stan, last man back, has to get something here, able to pinch it off the ground, finds its way on target, and almost saved by Wolf, but it ends up falling just a little bit short.
Yeah, it's a very heads-up play for Omaha here, specifically Av noticing, hey, there's one guy back, I'll just, annihilate him. And he doesn't get the demo, but it's enough to make Stan uncomfortable, and unfortunately can't get the save. So going up 1-0, carrying the momentum from game 1 here is the Omaha Buffalo. See if they can get their defense on lock, prevent any comebacks this game. But Wolf getting a little pinch off the corner. Is there for another one? Wesley beats out, and he gets a touch off the sidewall. Opts to play a little possession game off the backboard. Trio is there for the shot, and it will go in. The immediate answer from Burnsville.
Pinch off the defender. That was quite the play there. Trio just trying to challenge, and that almost textbook. I think they got contact at the exact same time.
Yeah.
Getting that first goal for the Inferno. They did start game 1 off fairly hot, but unfortunately it started to kind of come back at them as Omaha got a little bit more warmed up in the series. Av with some phenomenal ball control is able to get it past the defender. Have an opportunity there, but Fluffy picking this up in the midfield. Wesley going to be the one to leave this to Trio on the backboard. Trio gets it past 2 defenders. Fluffy, last man back, has to play safe. Make sure that their teammates have time to get back. You do not want to be caught as last man. We saw that happen in game 1. That's what ended the overtime.
Yeah. I really like the way that both teams are getting nice kind of, I don't want to say soft, but controlled, like aerial touches, as Av is so eloquently displaying for me. Just really trying to, maintain possession, no overcommit, and it's keeping this game super, super close as we have just over 2 minutes left. Fluffy trying to get a shot on target there for Omaha, but it's unfortunately just too soft. Fluffy now off the backboard trying to read it, Wolf. Ab with a nice 50 off the ceiling. Fluffy is there, passing it up to Wolf. Can he make something happen here for Omaha? Gets a reset. Under 1 tries it, but Stan is there for the save. And the mechs are evolving, and I'm a really big fan.
Definitely giving us a better show, as these mechanics can be the thing that sends a team over the edge. But it makes it very difficult when your entire team has almost no boost in the tank. But Trio looking to get a double, able to find the space, not quite able to find the angle. Wesley looking to clean up a triple commit from the defense, able to get it cleared away, but now they're just on the scramble. Uncle Stan with the challenge, finds it into the back of the net. I can't believe it. I just can't.
We got the super sub coming in with that. That is a perfect touch. That is so awkward to defend. I hate it when that happens to me because I'm just sitting there like, is it in? Is it off? So fantastic, fantastic play from Uncle Stan here. Trying to put his team up, come back into this series. Trying to make it 1-1 here, but we still have over a minute left in this game, which in Rocket League, you could score 7 goals in a minute. So this is still anyone's game.
Burnsville trying to get back into the series. You do not want to go down 0-2 against a team that is playing this well. Wolf, no boost in the tank, but picks up a savior medal. Fluffy trying to get there. Uncle Stan with the speed, able to get there first. Wesley with the slow touch, pass to Trio. Pass out to mid, but Uncle Stan, unfortunately, no boost to work with, is going to have to take this one all the way back. Out looking to punish, but Uncle Stan, good coverage, is able to get the save. This one finding its way back to the midfield line. 30 seconds left here for Omaha. They've got to get something going now. Wesley with the challenge, plays it slow, plays it off the wall. Av gets a big pinch out mid. It's a race to the ball. Fluffy able to find it there first. Av looking for the shot. Just goes a little bit too far. That was a very close call there for Burnsville.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to blame, the third man for not pushing up a little bit, because you really can't be doing that, but it is unfortunate that they were not able to capitalize on that, because that was a beautiful pass, but they try to get one more here. Clock strikes 0. They need to get one now, and it will touch. Inferno taking game 2, bringing it back 1-1.
Oh man, those last couple seconds were a little scary. There were a lot of opportunities for Omaha to tie the game up and send it to another overtime, but Burnsville steadfast on defense, able to hold it away. It feels, am I the only one that feels like they got more than 3 saves during that entire game? It felt like they were just all over the net. I feel like they had at least 5 or 6 on that one.
I feel like, I mean, I don't know what it is about, occasionally that's exactly what it feels like. I have to agree. Offensive pressure from both teams is kind of wild. You can see it more on the Inferno end with the, 5 saves on the Buffalo half, but it is, sometimes it's just kind of how it works. I don't know if it's just because it seems more intense than it is, or obviously I've never played in this, level or stage, so I don't really know what that much pressure feels like, but it seems that both teams are peppering the net super well, and you pepper it enough, eventually you're going to get one that drops. But moving into game 3 here, Omaha, I would imagine, is really looking for this one, and I would like to see them pull it out, because, you win game 1, they come back game 2, you kind of need this one for as far as like the mental is concerned of, hey, no, we are here to play. But if Inferno can carry that momentum into this game, it could set them up rather well for a match point.
It's definitely a toss-up here. Omaha having a pretty strong, even just in game 1, they did fairly well in that second game, but unfortunately just couldn't find the shots that they were looking for. They did just have 3 missed shots, all together. They had 7 shots and 3 of them were saved and 1 goal accredited to them. So just maybe want to just kind of tighten up that shooting lane a little bit. It feels like we were kind of just throwing them at the net, hoping something stuck. And I mean, that can work in some instances, but I feel like especially against a team like Burnsville, it's not going to work. You got to try and make a strategy change. Maybe go a little bit more on the physical plane. Maybe even just hog all the boost to yourself. That can really be a difference maker, especially in higher ranked games. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they decide to go into this third game with.
I mean, on that topic, there was, I forget which goal it was. It was like mid-match, but Av got a nice bump, or not necessarily like a hit, but just pressure on Stan, and it resulted in a pretty easy goal, as I forget who it was just able to just essentially slot it into the net. And I think those work really well for them. They just haven't really done it that much. And I don't think they've necessarily had the opportunities to, but on that topic of the team play kind of aspect of these games, I've noticed, despite me really liking it, the kind of solo play kind of aspect of the play style isn't necessarily resulting in the best, answers for Omaha here, and I kind of want to see more passing plays off of them.
It turned out a little bit better in their favor, but already we're seeing Omaha get some heavy pressure to open up. Wesley able to get it blocked away and get it past an attacker, picking up that mid boost, trying to make a play start early. Wesley with control gets the flick. Wolf able to reach across and get the save. Uncle Stan trying to keep the pressure going in favor of Burnsville, as now this one finding its way back to blue territory, but only for a brief moment, as now it's back to the Omaha backboard. Wolf with amazing control is able to get it past 2 attackers, but doesn't have the boost to get it all the way to the net, as this one finding its way back over to orange territory. Fluffy with control, bit of an awkward touch off the backboard, but still able to get it, gets the pinch off of Wesley, and now Av off the ceiling. It's flicked out, but not quite able to commit on it, and it's looking like a repeat of game 1, almost, that ping pong game you were talking about.
Yeah, kind of. I do like Omaha's increased aggression here early into game 3. This is a fantastic slot from Wesley, kind of just taking advantage of the awkward positioning off of the bump with Av spawning opposite side kind of screwed him a little bit, but fantastic slot from Wesley, bringing it 1-0 despite all that early aggression from Omaha. We got Burnsville answering with the first goal.
You're talking about it in the pregame. Oh no! I didn't even get to say it yet.
Never mind.
I didn't even get to say yet. I was gonna say Burnsville bringing out that team play that I was talking about before, but now it just gets them punished out of just sending it into the back of that Burnsville net, tied up. That was, I think, 4 seconds in. I didn't even get to say what I wanted to say yet.
Yeah. All right, well, we are back to 0-0. We're just down a minute and a half, but Uncle Stan, kind of a little double commit here with Trio. Fluffy looking for a solo play, interrupted by Stan and Wesley. Wesley, nice little clear. Is anyone there to help him for Burnsville? He might just do it himself! Almost gets one past Wolf, who is there for the save. Trio now. Pinch with Fluffy in the midfield. No one will push up for Burnsville. Wesley passing over to Uncle Stan on the sidewall, picked off by Av. Looking for another pass to Fluffy, who will connect. And Omaha is looking much more alive in this series here.
I was about to talk about it earlier with Burnsville having those team plays, but now Omaha breaking out some of their own phenomenal high-speed pass play there to get them the lead back. This game is looking closer and closer as it goes on. Wesley has control, goes low, but still blocked away by Fluffy. Wolf able to get a block on Uncle Stan there, rejecting the clear. Av with the shot just goes a little bit short, and a great follow-up touch from Wesley is going to relieve all of that offensive pressure that Omaha was building. Uncle Stan trying to pass out mid-trio, able to get there, but Fluffy, easy save for them, now has plenty of control, has the reset, not quite able to find the hit as now Av 50 at the midfield. Fluffy trying to continue playing it, leaves it for a teammate. Av, they're trying to get it pass up to the backboard, but not quite able to find the angle. That could have been a season contender for best play in a stream series right there.
Yeah, I really like that fake. Just into letting the second man get it. All eyes are on that first man in that play, so it is pretty big brain to just let it go past you for the second man. But trying to get it past Fluffy is deflected to the sidewall. Wesley tries to get the pinch into midfield. It will not connect. Uncle Stan now just keeping pressure here for Burnsville, as they need an equalizer goal here in the next minute 50. Off the backboard high, Fluffy is going to be there for the shot, pops it high once more. Trio able to read that extremely well with a nice pre-jump. Uncle Stan opts to fake it. Wesley now watching the Fluffy shot, able to get a clear past one. Av is last, is able to pop it mid. Is Wolf there? Trio beats out. Potential scoring op here for Burnsville. Fluffy sends it out mid. Stan is there fast, drops it down to Trio. Can he get the shot on target? And it is just behind the Omaha defense, bringing it 2-2.
Another phenomenal team play. Uncle Stan, the last fumes in the tank pass out to Trio. An amazing placement right there to get into the back of the net. Tie game again in this game 3. This is what we expect from teams like this.
Yeah.
These amazing pass plays out to the midfield, up off the wall, on the backboard. Everywhere they can find a teammate, they will send it there, and that is exactly what we're seeing there.
Yeah, after the first two series that were cast here on the stream tonight, I'm very glad that both of these teams are very lively and wanting to win, as Fluffy is able to get the nice little team play with Av, who absolutely violates Wesley in net, and bringing it 3-2 here. They really want to push this match point.
You're gonna have to keep fighting though. Over a minute left and only a 1-goal lead. It can disappear incredibly quickly as that 1 minute timer finally goes off. Av with control gets it past one, tries to get the 50. Wolf gonna be the one to pick this one up at the midfield. Av up off the backboard. Wesley kind of just caught in the scramble there, but able to get a clear regardless. Trio having to slam on the brakes there, almost hit it into their own net. That would have been embarrassing.
Yeah.
Av. Oh no.
Okay. I was about to jump in and say Omaha's got a lot of pressure here with no opportunities, but Yeah, Av doesn't want me to talk about that. So, fantastic pass over to Wolf, making it 4-2. And if they can keep this momentum, they will push match point here in Game 3. But definitely time on the clock here for Inferno to make a play.
30 seconds left now. Av gets a good touch off the wall, trying to just chase it down. Wesley able to get some good contact on it, however. Wolf with a gigantic clear to the opposite end of the field, as now Omaha just trying to send the dagger that sends this game away. Wesley with control, passes it over to Trio. Now Uncle Stan hit off the corner. That one's going to bounce out mid. A great 50, but Trio's got to pick this one up. They got to get one immediately if they want even the chance to send this to overtime, as that one finding its way just a little bit high from Stan. Wesley trying to get the consolation goal right there, but they just can't find it. Omaha with an amazing turnaround and strategy here.
Kind of a, it's 4-2 scoreline, but you take out the kind of odd goals in the beginning and things. That was kind of a, like a runaway here for Omaha. They played extremely well. 8 saves as a team. They're getting peppered, but their defensive composure is it's there. So we'll see if they can carry the momentum into this next game to potentially close out the series. But like I said before, these two teams are, they're kind of weird, and they like to change up their play style a lot. But we'll see what happens in this next game. I did just black screen, so I will be back momentarily.
Oh man, we love Rocket League. We love it,
Oh, yes.
and all these things that happen. But
I pulled a Mal, yeah.
but I agree that it's looking close on all fronts here. I really couldn't make another prediction here. It's just so close. Omaha definitely having a lot more of those team plays. We saw a lot between both teams. Just those infield pass plays seem to be working incredibly well. It's just a wonder, does Burnsville find an answer, or do they start doing it more to send it back at Omaha? Or is it going to be Omaha just full sending with that strategy, as it seemed to work fairly well for them? It's going to be a toss-up to see how they decide to go about this game 4 here.
I think one mistake that I make when I'm in Omaha's position here is I'll get complacent. Like I'll just I'll go up, like a game or two, and then I'll just, in my brain, kind of coast. And I could tell you, from what I've seen for Inferno, you really don't want to ever let your foot off the gas, because they will do what they did in game 2, and they will put you right on your back, and you'll have to come back. So I think it's imperative here that Omaha does keep their pedal to the floor to try to bring this to a close. But if they can play the way they just did, I don't think that'll be too much of a challenge for them.
Definitely not, but they do still have to execute on this Burnsville defense. Now playing with their backs against the wall, do they get more aggressive, more desperate, trying to make plays happen? Or do they start to play a little bit more close to the chest and not let any dangerous opportunities arise? Trio with control, pass out to Wesley, looking for the bump there. Fluffy put it on target. Great save from Uncle Stan, but not out of the woods yet. Wolf just over the last defender, and Omaha opened up the score.
I mean, like I said, I'm glad that they're keeping their foot on the, on the pedal. It's Uncle Stan with a nice save, but unfortunately the carryover from the recovery off the first save puts him in a weird spot. But awesome capitalization here from Omaha, trying to, send a message, put this series away now rather than later. Wolf with a nice clear, interrupted by Wesley. Wesley into the midfield. Uncle Stan off the sidewall. Will he go for a pass here? Blue Angel moment off the sidewall leaves Wesley last man. With a nice touch off the backboard. Tries to get it mid. No one is able to connect. Fluffy now. Interesting pinch. Goes for it once more. Off the backboard. Interesting pass into the midfield. Did not see that coming at all. And Omaha's kind of bringing out the mechs.
Love to see it, as they're just trying to close the series out. Wesley almost off the ceiling there, straight into the net. Uncle Stan able to reach and get the save there, but still in a bit of a dangerous spot for Burnsville. Wesley able to get the instant reset right there. As Wolf now playing off the backboard, no boost in the tank. Uncle Stan gets the challenge. As Av trying to keep it out of the net. That one's in a dangerous spot now for Omaha. A demo from Stan on Av. It's still going to make it a little bit more risky for Burnsville, but they're able to get away with it for now. A bit of pinch between Trio and Uncle Stan finds this way just a little bit too far. And that one, another big scare for Omaha. Now it's just constant bombardments of the net. Every time we see the ball switch sides, it goes at the net at least 2 or 3 times per exchange.
Yeah, this is very quickly becoming Modern Warfare. There's just explosions. People are dying. Fantastic shot by Trio. Just understanding that half their team is dead at all times and just drains it top bins. Ab was there for the save, but unfortunately not enough with the rocket sent by the Snorlax.
Ooh, man, that was pandemonium. I started losing track of what was happening after a while there, but maybe we'll see it kind of calm down here, or maybe we'll see it ramp up. I'd also love to see that. But Trio, Link's control gets it past the defender there, Fluffy. Immediately on the challenge on the wall, gets the extra clear off the backboard. Now Wolf just trying to race up to the ball, had to grab that mid boost. Makes it a little bit more difficult, and a double demo coming from Stan and Wesley, clearing out the offense there as Omaha trying to get back on their feet after that one. Fluffy with control, plays it off the wall, able to get it past one defender, looking for the bump, is able to get it off Trio, and Ab with the finish. An amazing physical play coming from Omaha.
Dog, this is all kinds of just depravity on Trios. Oh, you hate to see it, but you love to watch it, ladies and gentlemen. Ab slotting one, trying to close this game out. Like I mentioned, they love the bump plays, and they work if they can do them right. Fluffy with a fantastic aerial bump read, giving Ab an ocean to shoot on. But this game is not over. 2 minutes is a lot of time in this game.
We have seen Burnsville in this situation before. They've been down and just have not been able to recover against this Omaha offense. Fluffy with control, gets it past one. Wolf looking for a shot, but Wesley going for the squishy is able to get the stop. Even with Fluffy kind of just playing spoiler in the net there, still able to get the block. Wesley able to get it cleared over to orange territory here. 50 with Wolf in the corner is going to leave that one loose. Wolf pass out to Ab. Ab with control, has a full tank of boost, goes for the reset, not quite able to find it. Goes for the 50 there on Trio instead. Wesley having control, pass out to Trio. Trio over to Stan. Stan with the shot. That would have been a juicy play for them, but unfortunately, Fluffy, just the absolute brick wall on defense they have been for this series, is able to clear it away.
Yeah, it is interesting to see how the I guess attitude of this game has changed from Modern Warfare to now calculated passing plays. I'm not really sure which one I liked more, to be honest. I kind of like the chaos of all the bumps, but I think Burnsville is just trying to change it up mid-game to see if they can get one here and catch Omaha off guard. But this is on target from Ab with a nice little fake play sent out by Uncle Stan. Wesley not getting the touch that he wants, puts it midfield right for Ab. Trio popping into the corner. Fluffy now with a nice reset play off the backboard. Third man is bumped. He has to pinch it with Wolf, and Ab's there, and this could be an own goal. Fluffy sent back out here, and Omaha is getting away with murder right now.
That was so confusing. I couldn't tell who was hitting what and where and why, and it just... I'm surprised it didn't go in somebody's net, but now 30 seconds left here for Burnsville. They've got to get something going now if they want to stay alive in this series. Trio looking for the backboard, able to get it pass out to Wesley, but a great save from Ab is able to keep them in the lead. Playing just control, just trying to burn time at this point. A interesting pinch play right there, as that one gonna find its way back to Trio. Able to get the touch there. Uncle Stan up off the backboard, trying to get a last second thing going. A reach from Wesley, pass out mid. Uncle Stan on target, but it's just not enough power. It was right there for Burnsville, but Omaha Buffalo with the upset is able to take it in 4.
I mean, as tradition allows with this stream tonight, they are able to pull off the upset. It was in 4, not in 5, so I guess I will give you, the credit for getting the series score correct. But
yeah. I mean, you got the winner right.
I got the team. You got the score right. So together we're perfect.
I think we'll both take half a point. Both take half a point.
Yeah, but fantastic series from both teams. I'm glad we could, wrap up stream tonight with not a sweep. So and yet another upset, but kind of interesting dynamic with the Inferno sub. But maybe that would have changed things, but we'll never know. So, but yeah, pleasure to cast with you.
Absolutely. And just talking about Burnsville really fast, they had to bring in a sub, and then they had to bring in a sub for the sub.
Yeah, true. They did switch after game 2. That is.
I'm just
correct.
not sure how that happens, but hey, however they want to do it, they are all players on the field tonight are far better than I will ever be. So I'll let them strategize however they want.
Well, that will be it for the stream today. I don't really know how these usually close out, but I just want to say absolute pleasure to be able to cast an MCS stream. This was my casting, my perchance debut, aka Coop. So I will definitely be doing this more in the future. But yeah, Stewie did just kind of throw this on me, and I was like, all right. So, but it was a fun series.
Absolutely. And we will be going offline until next week, unfortunately. We will see all of you at that time next Thursday.